Wow. So when did you arrived in Vancouver?
Yeah, 2 months ago by plane.
2 months ago by plane.
3 months ago.
3 months.
Used to saying two now.
And so you're 3 months into your journey, and you got 3 months to go.
That's about, yeah.
Here or there, give or take.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot more to see. 'Cause we've gone through from Vancouver to the Yukon basically.
Yeah.
And then south to Banff, and then east across the prairies. And about that time, the snow caught up to, or we caught up to the snow, one or the other.
Yeah.
And so we've been in it for a couple weeks now, and I'm personally pretty sick of the snow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then so we've come over to here on Ontario, and we're probably gonna go see Quebec and Quebec City and stuff, and then go south to the States, and then from there straight down to wherever it's warm.
Yeah.
And then west to LA,
Nice.
pretty much. Cross the continent
Nice.
2 times.
Nice.
It's been pretty incredible.
And so it's, other than there's places that you'd like to see, you don't really have any plans or routes or anything. It's just sort of.
Yeah, especially when hitchhiking, because you don't know where, you don't know exactly where your next ride's going to come
Yeah.
from. I don't know how that's going to work out in the States, because Canadians seem to be pretty good about hitchhiking still.
Yeah.
And you were saying earlier that you wanted to hitchhike Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd still love to hitchhike Canada. I'd still love to do it. Yeah. I pick up hitchhikers, and a lot of them that you pick up on the Trans-Canada have just hitchhiked Canada or are in the process of doing it.
Right.
And I know I live vicariously through their stories. I love to hear the stories.
Yeah, because you never know where they've come from or anything. And we got a job in Pemberton, which is again north of Vancouver.
Yep.
Picking blueberries.
Yeah.
And we met some pretty interesting people there. Somebody was Australian, another guy was from Quebec, and just these people, you don't know where they come from, and their stories and everything. And it was a really cool job in the 40-degree weather, just picking the berries better than. Well, this is a pretty warm day actually.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Yeah. So we got to snack on blueberries for a week. It was pretty good. It was a pretty amazing place.
Yeah, you got paid for the work, and then you got to eat
The blueberries
picked,
too. Yeah.
And they were good. They were good berries.
Yeah. I've picked up a number of hitchhikers, and that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
Is
Right.
doing little pit stops at various farms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some were picking apples on the Okanagan.
Heard a lot of people do that. But we've had some people just give us a place at their house for 5 days.
Yeah.
And that was over in Smithers, and that was one of the most amazing places we've ever been.
Yeah.
They're
That's
such nice
magical.
people.
You know.
So good people.
Yeah. That's all just purely happenstance or organic. You know, things just happening.
Right.
You know?
They were like, so are you guys? Do you have a place to stay in Smithers? And we're like, no. We have our tents. and to most people we say that, well, they say that's not a place to stay, but to us that's our house, right?
Sure.
So yeah, they offered us a place, and it just worked out from there.
Well, I don't want to be reading in the news or hearing on the news of two frozen boys in their pup tents.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I can't promise that still, but hopefully it won't be the case.
Well,
Yeah, it's gotten the winter set in really fast this year.
yeah.
Because being from the States, I just don't like we don't have that snap to well, sometimes we do, but it's not this extreme. And it's just so, like Calgary, we were in Calgary, it was like 5 degrees or something or more, and then only 2 or 3 days later it was like -20,
Yeah.
or at least -11, right?
Yeah.
It was.
So you're from Kansas.
Yeah,
Yeah. So there's a little bit of difference in temperature between us.
a little bit, yeah, especially in the winter time.
And you came over from England.
Yep. Yeah, so the night a few days back I was past -20. I've never, let alone camped, I've never been in a house in that temperature in my life in England. It doesn't get that low. So that was interesting. Yeah, I'm quite thankful now I think about it. I mean, we don't get too hot, but we don't get too cold either, so
Just the steady rain.
I'm alright with that, yeah.
Yeah. Incredible. No way.
Yeah,
So someone stole your wallet and
Yeah.
all the money that you made blueberry picking.
yeah, like 800.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Where did this happen?
This is terrible, but and I feel like I feel bad for saying this. I'm gonna make people scared to hitchhike, but it was one of the guys we were hitchhiking with. I guess I left it in his car, called him about it because he gave me his number, and I was like, hey, did I leave it in your car? And he's like, all right, I'll pull over. Oh, he didn't get back to me. Right? So,
Jeez.
but yeah, that was never.
Jeez.
The worst thing is, I know.
Hey, well, I sure hope those blueberries tasted good.
They did.
Oh my goodness. So the reality is you go and you toil in the field for a long period of time, and then you take the money and you burn it, or you crumple it up and you throw it, or
Right.
but being stolen from, that's just even worse, man. Where was that? BC?
That was from basically Lillooet to Kamloops, so more central BC.
Right.
Southern.
I know Lillooet. I spent time in Lillooet. Yeah. I did a great hike on the Lillooet River. We drove in and parked the car up on this road, and then bushwhacked down to the Lillooet, and then we followed the animal tracks basically along the Lillooet River.
I was talking to Anthony last night about how in Kansas I would like drive out like 4 or 5 miles outside of the town to a field and just like park at a farm and just sit there, and that's how I got away from the city or from people. And there were still people there, like somebody would drive by every hour or so, right?
Yeah.
And I thought I had like this urge to go somewhere so I could get away from the city or get away from people totally, where I could go and like you wouldn't see anybody there for a long time because people just don't go out there. And this is, I think, probably one of those places, right?
Yeah.
And it has an amazing sort of vibe to it, like an energy in itself.
Oh yes.
Because it's just so vast.
Yeah.
And every place I found, it's like, because at Bitter Creek we were telling you, by Stewart, BC, where we got stuck.
Yeah.
It had its own vibe or feeling to it, right? And this place does too.
Yeah.
It's just a different type of, and then all the different forests that you see going through the, like traveling.
Yeah. I think they all feel different too. You know, the redwood forest versus like a cedar forest versus, you know, white pine or red pine forest. Yeah.
Even different animals.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen a lot of animals, have we?
There's that one there,
Yeah.
the dog.
That's good. That's good girl. Yeah.
I like to learn about the native connection to the land and everything. Like that, this is a really pretty rugged place to live. I'm imagining the natives, they just found a way to.
Yeah. Well, so wonderful human spirit, eh?
They found a way to get around up here.
I think that it's important to listen to Aboriginals all around the world. You know, a lot of society's been busy moving forward and advancing and things, and you can see what's happening in the world and the result of it. And you know, if we could take a step back and learn something from original peoples that had to rely directly on the earth, you know.
Probably know it.
Oh yeah, you know.
That we've forgotten about.
Yeah. So it's easy for us to pick up a phone and order a pizza and it arrives at our door, and that's really great. But what if you're out here and you need something to eat, and what if the season isn't right for you? You know, like what would you do right now to eat? You know?
I just found it interesting how modern science, how he stated it, modern science is just catching up to traditional beliefs.
Yes.
And realizing the importance of the ecosystem and things like that.
Yeah. Oh, and even some of the berries and some of the fruits and some of the leaves and some of the teas, they would naturally know, like, oh, my stomach hurts, so they'd go and eat this or eat that.
And they live for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know it comes off like white man made the natives look like this really primitive, basic people, but they knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and they could live for an eternity. You know, we're just having a big party. You know, the progressive society is just having a big party on the planet. you know, at the expense of Mother Earth. And
That's a good way to put it. Like at a party, you have all the trash and you just throw it and nobody cleans it up.
no, I know it's horrible.
All these rocks are pretty cool. Clear water. There was a guy we met back in, I think it was out in Alberta actually. He was taking us to Jasper, and this Canadian, right? He said he met an American who came up to Canada, came up to Jasper or Banff, and he said to him, "How do you Canadians get your water so clear? I've never seen anything like this." And this Canadian, he said, "Oh well, we just pour clear in, just put, pour clear into the water." Yeah, cool. Yeah, where can I get it, eh? That Kansas doesn't have bears, but so I didn't know before. I mean, it's not something to joke about, really, but yeah, so Antony got his food stolen by a bear twice.
When a bear comes to dinner, you give him a plate.
Yeah.
Ask for a napkin, just give him a napkin.
Kind of. So, yeah, the basically it was just we left to go set up our tents or something for 15 minutes, and we walked back to the food spot, and the bear had taken everything, and it was sitting about 20 feet away on this wooden sort of bridge.
Yeah.
Just trying to drink almond milk and whatever else it had. Oh, that was kind of, and it was just looking at us like, yeah, I took your food. What are you gonna do about it? I love inside the forest. It looks just impotent. Like it's just not going to stop. I say that now, like it's a good thing. But back at Bitter Creek, where we got stuck in the woods, we were like, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just kept going. And we were on the side of this mountain trying to scale it to the side, jumping from tree to tree, catching ourselves so we wouldn't fall. And we were like, when is this going? Where is the road at? And finally we saw the road through the trees, and it was one of the most amazing. There's the bucket again. This is like a winter wonderland. Yeah, look at this. And it's so still too.
Yeah.
She's waiting. Yeah, and I don't know if because I didn't before this, but I don't know if people realize how difficult bushwhacking can be.
Yeah.
Especially in the coastal rainforest of British Columbia.
Oh, that's so good.
It is, and you don't know, you have to figure out your direction.
Yeah.
But also, like going through the wilderness like this on a trail. I thought before on the trip, oh, we're on a trail, we're not in the wilderness. Well, now that I have been in the wilderness, off of a trail,
Yeah.
I can say this is the wilderness. The only difference is there is a trail to help
One
you go
thing
through
I
it.
found is to be very slow and deliberate with everything that you do, taking time, and because it's easy to have a feeling of anxiety, and then mistakes start to happen, like you'll poke your eye with a tree branch, silly little things, and that can really hurt. You know, it could change your hike a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, if you slip and fall, for example, no one wants to go out with a broken leg.
Yeah.
So, slow and deliberate and calm. But then what happens, you get all the forest bugs, the flies, the black flies, mosquitoes, deer flies, and they're buzzing around your head and,
Oh gosh.
you know, causing anxiety. Plus it's frustrating,
Yeah.
you know, to go 5 feet, you know, you got to do some crazy dance. Here, hang on a second. This one is calling me to hug it. Yeah, there's 3 of them here. You're gonna have to hug that one. Pass me the camera. And Anthony, you need to hug that white one. Yeah. That's sweet. Yeah, ancient white and red. Yeah. And so straight, eh? Wow.
Yeah, not very many people go out hiking like this in the snow, I think.
No. But there's many who do. Because, well, every season has its beauty. You can't say that you've truly experienced a forest unless you've seen it in all of the seasons and in all of the conditions. I think, you know.
Yeah, 'cause it's totally different.
Yeah, it's always evolving.
Yeah, you get to see the variety of that ecosystem.
Yes. Let's take a walk along the shore again.